Thank you all. I'm very honored to be able to come here again. It's been 3 years, I think, since the summer of 2019 that I was last here with you. And this is one of my favorite parts of the job of being your congressman. There are some people who may be reluctant to maybe accept a leadership award from an organization like Congress, which typically ranks among the least popular organizations in the entire United States. Recent public opinion polls show that us and organized crime and certain overseas terrorists all rank around about the same level in the eyes of the general public. But people do understand that I think even though collectively we have our challenges, individually we do what we can to try to promote certain values back in our districts. And as someone who served in the military, it means a lot to me to be here to recognize our three awardees tonight. Henry David Supp, Elijah Heidenreich, and Alexander Texa. And I think Alex is not with us, but the other two are. So let me just say a word about each of them. One of the things that Henry and Elijah are going to find out when they get into their military training in the fall is, particularly for the kind of people that become officers, leadership is taught as being really about serving others, not having people serve you. So I served in the Marine Corps, which is part of the Department of the Navy that these two young men are going into. And one of the phrases that they teach you is officers eat last. And they make you actually carry that out. Anytime that a group of Marines are together, what you will always see is they'll line up to get food by the junior most newest person at the front. And it could be the senior most ranking 4-star general, Commandant of the Marine Corps. He would wait at the end of the line until everybody else already had their chance to eat. And it's just a little practice that they put in place to always be reminding the people with power that they're there to take care of the needs of the people who are supposed to be following them. And I think even though most people in here didn't get a chance to serve in the military, you do think that good leaders, if you picture whoever in your mind is a good leader, there's always some element of sacrifice to it, of putting other people in front of yourself. And one of the reasons that I think the institution that I now serve in, Congress, is so unpopular in so many places is that there's a perception that politicians sometimes put their own interests in front of the interests of the people that they're supposed to be representing, and that makes people mad. So leadership always has this element of sacrifice, putting other people in front of yourself. And so the reason that we were so excited to give this award to these three gentlemen is they have all demonstrated that in high school when they didn't have to. First of all, they demonstrated just with their choice to be able to decide to go to a military academy or to one of the most prestigious NROTC programs in the country, which is what Texas A&M is. We in this country have 3/4 of kids, young people that aren't even qualified at all to serve in the military. So of 100% of our youth, 75% are just off the board for physical or mental or other reasons. So there's only 1/4 of people that even qualify for this. And of that 1/4, it's the tiniest little fraction that actually decide to try to become officers in our nation's military. And so these three have already made a sacrifice in trying to do something that is so hard that's going to take them away to their families, potentially expose them to risk, and just a lot of high demands. But then in their own lives, Henry in particular got involved in community service by taking care of the homeless, helping to sort and carry clothing for them, which is something that someone in Mount Lebanon doesn't necessarily have to deal with homelessness on a daily basis, but he made the decision to go out of his way and do that. And Eli as well. He's known to a lot of people in Mount Lebanon for sports, but he has been just a standout student, and honestly that takes sacrifice to go above and beyond to get such good grades and take so many hard classes when you have so many other demands on your time. So if we could welcome Henry and Elijah down to the stage now for the presentation. What we have for you here in terms of the actual award is a flag, and it's not just any flag. This is a flag that has flown over our nation's capital. So every single day when we are in session, we put a flag up above the chamber of the House of Representatives where everyone in Washington, D.C. can see it, and then we take them down so that we can give them to people in our district who merit it. So you're going to be able to keep that flag forever. It's not the last one that anyone will ever give you, but you should think of it as a reflection of the investment that this whole community has made in you to get you to this point. These people are very, very proud of you, and they want to see you go on and do great things. That's why they're recognizing you as a leader, and that's why we are as well. So congratulations. we have one here for Alex as well that we'll make sure we get him on another night.
If Eli and Henry want to come down and take a picture of you and your family with Congressman Lamb, you can please do that now.